Hello everyone, my name is ARSONIX, and I thank you guys so much for watching today's video. In today's video, we're going to review another group named Seda, or Seda. That's, I think, how you say it. I said it wrong in the last video, so I'm sorry if I said it wrong this video again. I'm not really good at pronouncing names. But we're going to talk about some updates that have been revealed to the community of Seda, and kind of review about it. See what we can gather up using these types of information. And this is a continuation of my Seda define video. If you have not checked it out, there will be a link in the description and a link in the comments, so you guys can check that video out and see what I talked about. So let's get into the video. The first thing that has been released is a new place called The Hub. The Hub is a game where you have a interview and training center mashed into one, aka The Hub. Now, this is pretty surprising to me, since most groups, if not 99% of groups, will have a separate training center and a interview center. And mashing them together might add some confusion to some, but this looks pretty nice from what I look. And it looks very well defined. I think it will work, although there might be some problems. Like if you're having two sessions at once, if it's going to be like that, you'll have problems with people might acting up or might go into the wrong section, or the ranks might be confused as to where to go, and it'll add a little bit of confusion, which is kind of a con. Is that it can be kind of confusing unless you label it, but still then it'll still be a little more confusing unless people get used to it. Sorry. Oh, by the way, if you don't see my glasses, that's because they're getting fixed right now. They should be done tomorrow or on Saturday. So, yeah, that's why I'm not wearing any glasses. But you don't need to worry about that. I can see perfectly without them. It's just when I read, or if I'm looking like far away, like if I'm looking from the door over there, I won't be able to see that. So yeah, but you don't need to know that. Well, I need to know that because I'm reading the script right here. But yeah, the Hub is supposed to release around March, which is a pretty good date considering that the hotel release date. Many people are trying to decode some of the evidence and some of the tips that have been given by Egotism, the owner, and the team over there. So the number one thing that we found out was the trailer that was made. At the end of the trailer, there are a series of binary code. And from this binary code, you'll have a random amount of numbers that don't really signify anything. But when you shorten it down by taking out some of the patterns of those certain binary codes, you'll get a date. And most of me and one of my friends that help post fan art that I make over there, I'll talk about that later, we thought that was April. But April seemed a little too far, considering that, you know, they said soon. Now, do we know what soon means? Of course not. We don't know if it's going to be days. We don't know if it's going to be weeks. We don't know if it's going to be months. We don't know. So we're just here waiting for the release. And from what we know, it should release around March, April, or May. Well, that's what I think anyway. Somewhere between the spring and the summer times, where, you know, a lot of activity will happen due to people being out of school and stuff. And I think I kind of know the exact date of when it released, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to expose the group or say the actual release date if I do say the release date of it. So, yeah. Now we're going to move over to the fan art. Now, me being the kind of person I am, you know, I'm very kind. Unless you're like rude to me, then I'll be kind of aggressive. But in general, I'm kind of a passive person. And I decided to make a lot of fan art. Now, I want to shout out Abigail, shout out to you. She has been posting some of my fan art. And Karina, also the person that I talked to about the release date, also kind of posts a bit about fan art that I made. There is quite a lot of fan art that is made by me. There is now someone else that's joining the fan art team, which is great because I feel like if you make fan art for groups, that's cool. Because then it goes to show your creativity, and groups might even use it. Like other groups that I'm in, they're going to use my fan art as to like put them on frames around their cafe or their restaurant, or the medical center, etc. Most recently, I've been hired to do a couple of graphics for Chopstick, another group. I'll get into that in a separate video, okay? I'm not going to talk too much about it. But in my opinion, fan art is essential to groups because fan art kind of connects the dots. It kind of makes people feel comfortable doing it. Even if they're bad. Like, to be honest, I'm not great at GFX. Even though I have been doing this for around a year and a half, I just switched over to a new program around 3 or 4 weeks ago, around a month, if you want to be exact. And I've been trying to see what works best for me, what kind of software or what kind of tools I would use. I use Canva and I use Adobe Spark Post for just information's sake. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, I feel like fan art is an important step of groups, and if you do have fan art, that can show the activity in groups as well. Sorry about the noises, that's my parents and my brothers. I probably will have to end the video just because they're yelling, and I want to go check on the welfare and all that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to give the video a like. Make sure to hit the subscription button. Make sure to hit the bell notification. And yeah, this is the end of the video. This is ARSONIX saying peace out. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.